you only know in a fire to get out, to escape. And now, okay, you're outside and you're safe. What do you do now? And that's where the Red Cross came in. We ran out of the house just wearing our pajamas. At that point, just to even have a toothbrush that I could call my own was so important. You know, it just makes you feel like a person again.
Every 8 minutes, the American Red Cross responds to a home fire or other emergency. You can help. Please donate now.
Welcome and thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Barbier, your host for the Cox OC Connection. On today's segment, we'll be talking about the American Red Cross of Orange County. And with us today, from their board of directors, I am joined with Mike Drennan and Bill Blanning. Welcome and thank you for being here today, gentlemen.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
So Mike, I want to start off with you. I think most of us are familiar with American Red Cross. We've heard the name, but for those of us, our viewers at home that haven't heard of your organization, can you share a little bit of your background, what you guys are serving to the community, and some of your programs and services?
Absolutely. I agree. Everybody knows the Red Cross when there's a major disaster and the Red Cross responds worldwide. And that's a very important thing. However, the Red Cross here locally every day is involved with our community. And we have volunteers that are out helping people when there's disasters. And a disaster is a personal thing, and they're helping on a one-to-one basis. So we respond to disasters. We're also very involved with preparedness. We have our life safety, CPR training, lifeguard training, all these types of things. And in addition to that, I think most people are familiar with the blood drives we do, and we produce about 40% of the blood for the U.S. And finally, we're very involved with the military, and that's critical here in Orange County. And we support the people that are overseas and the families here and help them stay in connections with the Red Cross. So it's a very broad organization, and we're very thankful for all our volunteers and our support that we get.
And how much of Orange County does the American Red Cross of Orange County serve?
Well, it serves the whole county. We're actually part of the Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange County as a region. It serves the whole county, and from north part to Los Angeles County down to San Diego, all the cities we're involved with. It's really across everything.
And how often are you guys responding to a crisis or a natural disaster here locally?
Well, we're always ready to respond, but I think people realize that last year we responded to over 100 incidents here locally where there was a fire or displacement from a flood or from wildfires or whatever the case may be. So 100 times in 2014 we responded and helped somebody with their disaster.
And Bill, as Mike touched on, American Red Cross does a lot for natural disasters and preparedness, but you also do so much more too with military and blood service programs. Let's talk a little bit about these components and specifics.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that we're very involved with our armed services. So we serve as a conduit to those armed service members that are serving overseas or here in the States. We are the communications conduit that will open communications to maybe family members, perhaps a service member, his wife has just had a baby, or there's a family issue, a health issue. We help open the doors to communication and sometimes travel back to the U.S. and that sort of thing. Very involved in that, and I think everybody's familiar with the blood services. And I have to say that on top of Mike's comments, the Orange County community has been very, very good to the Red Cross. We have more than 1,700 volunteers. Blood services donations are very strong here. So very thankful for that.
Yeah, it's a very supportive community to work in.
It really is.
So I actually had the pleasure of working for American Red Cross. I was employed at the San Diego chapter in 2005, and that was actually during the wildfires. So I saw volunteer deployment, and I saw how important volunteerism was. And volunteering is very important for all nonprofits, but specifically for yours. So can you talk a little bit about the whole volunteer component with the Red Cross?
It's very, very important. In fact, we have of 1,700 or more than 1,700 volunteers in Orange County. The ratio to full-time staff is huge. I think we have 34 full-time staff people in Orange County. So volunteerism forms the core of what we do in Orange County and frankly all over the country. And volunteers are trained volunteers. we'll get into this a little bit more a little later, but when we have a fire in Orange County, you'll typically see fire departments, police, and you'll see 3 or 4 Red Cross people showing up to help with different tasks. And these people have been highly trained, and that's pretty much true throughout the volunteer corps in Orange County and nationally.
Yeah, additionally, they'll even respond to the national disasters. We have a disaster response teams that will go out and support and give the other area Red Crosses support during their disasters. And we've been on every major crisis around the world.
So let's talk about March, and tell me why March is so important for the Red Cross.
Well, March has been designated as Red Cross Month, and it's really a time for us to, first of all, celebrate the volunteers we have and celebrate getting everybody involved. The Red Cross, as Bill mentioned, is so critical that we get the participation, not only with the time people volunteer, but with their donations. And it's a time to remind people that we are not a government-funded organization. It is all done through the charitable contributions that people make with their time and with their donations. And we'd like to get everybody involved, whether it's taking a CPR class, whether it's signing up to become a volunteer, or even downloading the Red Cross applications that are on, you can put on your smartphone to help in the case of a disaster and help work through things. So March is a critical month. It's really our cornerstone for launching our years and getting the recognition to our volunteers and the great jobs that they do every day.
I look forward to celebrating all you're doing in March, something else to celebrate. Another big initiative that you're working on is the Home Fire Preparedness Campaign. Why is this so important?
This is a national campaign that is over a 5-year period, started at the end of last year. The statistics are mind-boggling. 7 people a day die in some kind of fire-related incident nationally. So in Orange County, we're working within that program to, we canvass neighborhoods, we go into neighborhoods, we talk to residents, we provide education, and very importantly, we provide free smoke alarms and install them. We have teams that actually do the installations. And then we educate the family on fire safety, also evacuation plans. So this is part of what Red Cross does, is prepare and look to preventing the kinds of disasters that are hitting us every day. When we talk about our response every day, a lot of that is fires in Orange County. And so this is where we have teams going out almost every day, night or day, to respond to that. So we are looking to do what National's doing, which is to cut death and injury by, the big goal is nationally 25%. We'd like to see that in Orange County as well.
Recently, we've just had 2 major campaigns in this past year to canvass areas and talk to people about making sure their fire alarm is working, their smoke alarm is working, and the batteries are in, and if they don't have one, we'll provide one. And we've covered over 600 homes just this year so far, and we hope that that will avoid a tragedy.
It's so important, and you think it's an easy concept of, oh, make sure there's a battery in the smoke alarm, but you know, every so often I'll hear mine beeping. I'm like, wait, does that mean it needs a new battery? But I think that education, awareness, and preparedness is really going to help us stay safer and prepared.
Absolutely, and so Red Cross, it's critical that we get prepared so we don't have to react. Preparation is much better than reaction.
Yes, we have to have our preparedness kit in our garage and in our trunk. I'm going to bring all my Red Cross days back up. So before we wrap up, is there anything else that we can tell our viewers how they can get involved and support all the initiatives going on with the Red Cross?
Well, I think you flashed a website up. Viewers should also know that we have trainers that will go out. When you talk about preparation, we have very good speakers who are available to companies and organizations who will talk to especially earthquake preparation and other disaster preparation. So, and as far as involvement, the website does a good job of steering you to those opportunities, and we'd love to have more people come out.
And then for the CPR classes and lifeguarding classes, are you still offering it where an individual can go and sign up or a group can get involved?
Absolutely. Anyone who's interested, we have a way for everybody to participate, whether it's youth, whether it's adults, whether it's seniors. There's something for everybody to participate and contribute to the community, and we'd like invite everyone to join us in that effort.
All right. Well, the American Red Cross of Orange County is lucky to have you fine gentlemen on their board. And thank you so much for spending time with us today to get our community prepared and aware. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for our viewers at home, thank you for joining us. For more information on our local programming, please visit cox3.com. And to find out about our community initiatives, please visit cox-cares.org. Thanks for joining us.